Hi friends, welcome to War India News Hour. Designing of digital workplace for C-suite will be the next investment by the corporates. The dynamic environment fueled by the COVID-19 crisis caused many leaders to review and overhaul their business strategy. They were forced to re-evaluate their mission and goals, the evolving needs of their employees, and how they have got work done through a newly remote and distributed workforce. There have been various initiatives started by various enterprises on developing digital workplace services for new ways of working during COVID crisis and beyond. As workplace demographics continue to shift, employers struggle to meet the varying needs of a multi-generational workforce. As the use of the internet and mobile devices grows, the pace of change continues to accelerate. These changes are further exacerbated by ongoing demands to increase productivity and cut costs, making it harder for employees to meet market expectations. Together, these trends are reshaping the work environment. With this, there is increasing demand for creating a digital workplace that enables employees to work agilely, collaboratively, and securely. A resilient digital workplace strategy will play a central role in their structure or success or failure. Resilience is the ability to not just survive but rather thrive amidst disruption. A survey says the resilience plan is aimed to helping a business not just remain in operation but actually adapt and remain profitable. It's a proactive plan that seeks to avoid the ramifications of a disaster rather than recover from one. Every company is different, so organizations must create tailored approaches to determine the optimum digital workplace strategy for their specific business needs and cultures. However, the fundamentals of designing a digital workplace strategy are always the same: to ensure employees can continue to create, collaborate, and communicate easily. Let's see to today's headlines in War India. Will soon unveil a new cybersecurity policy, says PM Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the government will soon unveil a new cybersecurity policy. Within the next 1,000 days, over 6 lakh villages will be connected with a fiber optic network. We will soon unveil a new cybersecurity policy, he said while delivering his 7th consecutive Independence Day speech from the iconic Red Fort. Appointment of retired central government officials on contract basis, says Finance Minister. The Expenditure Department has framed draft regulations for salary payments in case of appointment of retired central government employees and has invited comments of ministries or departments within 10 days. There would be a predetermined uniform salary structure for retired central government officials, raises apprehensions of an incentive for officials to work towards that contractual appointment while in government service. Anti-drone system developed by DRDO deployed near Red Fort. An anti-drone system developed by Defence Research and Development Organisation, that is DRDO, was deployed near the Red Fort on Saturday on the occasion of the 74th Independence Day. The DRDO developed system can detect and jam micro-drones up to 3 kilometers. It can use a laser to bring down a target up to 1 to 2.5 kilometers depending upon the wattage of the laser weapon. NCC set for a major expansion to cover 173 border and coastal districts. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has approved a proposal of the National Cadet Corps, that is NCC, for a major expansion scheme to meet the aspirations of youth in all the border and coastal districts. As part of the expansion scheme, a total of 1 lakh cadets from 173 border and coastal districts will be inducted in the NCC. Tata Communications celebrating 25 years of India's internet revolution. 25 years ago, VSNL, now Tata Communications, kick-started India's internet revolution and built it from strength to strength. When VSNL launched the internet in India on August 15, 1995, the transformation was from 64 kbps bandwidth in 1995 in India to carrying almost 30% of the world's internet routes. Tata Communications has been transforming India's digital foundation and now delivering a secure, connected digital experience for enterprises. Air India sacks 48 pilots overnight, says no money, no pay. The current crisis resulted Air India was forced to sack 48 pilots who resigned last year but withdrew their resignations within the 6 months notice period time as per rules. The company is incurring huge net losses and does not have the financial ability to pay, the letter said. Patanjali is in the race for title sponsorship of IPL. Yoga Guru Baba Ramdev has clarified that Patanjali Ayurveda will only step in to sponsor the upcoming Indian Premier League, that is IPL, if other Indian companies don't come forward. Ramdev said that he will not allow Chinese firms to dominate the Indian market. No paperwork or financial assessment has been done from Patanjali, said regarding IPL title sponsorship, he added. Is Google to buy ShareChat? According to reports, Google is in talks with ShareChat for investing in the social media firm. On the other hand, ShareChat is looking to raise $150 to $200 million and is holding discussions with investors and technology companies. JP Morgan is advising the company in raising funds. ShareChat owns a regional language social media platform that competes with ByteDance, recently banned Hello, and the new short video app Moj, which was released soon after TikTok's exit from the market. Usernames, passwords of 9,000 Canada government service accounts hacked. Over 9,000 user accounts for online government services in Canada were recently hacked during cyber attacks, authorities said on Saturday. The attacks targeted the GC Key service, which included Canada Revenue Agency accounts, and fraudulently acquired the usernames and passwords which were used to access government services, it added. The affected accounts have been cancelled. Solve for India, sell to the world, says Arvind Gupta. As the country is poised to achieve self-reliance in defense and tech sectors over the next 4 to 5 years, Arvind Gupta, co-founder and head of Digital India Foundation, said India needs to embrace a global outlook and entrepreneurs must resolve challenges facing the country and sell solutions to the world. The next big innovation for the world will come from India, and the frugal nature of Indian entrepreneurship is something the whole world wants to emulate. To sum up, the emphasis many businesses put on technology in digital workplace strategy often comes at the expense of the people who use that technology. The human side of a digital workplace is just as important, and the leaders need to be conscious of employees' emotional well-being and personal circumstances. As organizations embrace remote working, a new management framework is a must to handle the new digital workplace and foster collaboration, creativity, and productivity. Work from home policies were part of the digital workplace strategy of many businesses long before the COVID-19 pandemic. Once the world began shutting down due to the lockdown restrictions, work from home became part of the new normal, and industries were forced to immediately switch from in-office workers to a remote and distributed workplace. As a result, many businesses scrambled to come up with a plan, adopting new ways of working and learning from their mistakes as they implemented that plan. Going forward, business resilience is vital in a dynamic environment. At the same time, digital transformations and employees' enablement are important focuses in our changing working world. In order to increase employee efficiency and meet changing work style demands, organizations need to find ways to keep employees productive wherever they are. With this, the business can proactively increase its ability to remain operational during the crisis while retaining and even increasingly its ability to profit. Let's wind up for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app for the latest news and updates, which is available on Google Play Store. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.